Whether you work independently or you're part of an agency, if you work in the SEO industry, you're probably familiar with the struggle of trying to explain the long-term value of SEO to clients and that pressure of sort of never-ending ROI. People oftentimes want to get the quickest solution, just a quick fix, put a band-aid over it, but those don't lead to lasting results, and we know that. True competitive advantage takes time, and it comes from building unshakable topical authority. And that means becoming an expert in your niche, or in the case of an agency or independent worker, like your clients' niches. And that can also be a struggle to be an expert per se in a variety of different industries. Topical authority is establishing deep credibility and expertise, signaling knowledge to search engines around your niche. Building topical authority has a variety of different benefits that extend well beyond just simply ranking. Some of these include increased keyword rankings, a greater resilience to Google algorithm updates, lower reliance on paid ads, more sustainable organic traffic growth, and higher engagement and lower bounce rates. Building topical authority can also increase your brand recognition and brand awareness. By understanding the benefits of topical authority, one, you have a better understanding of what you are providing for your clients, and that is something that's a way to easily demonstrate the ROI for your clients when they come to you with that question. Now, we're also going to cover a few actionable steps to implement building topical authority. Like I said, building topical authority really takes time and effort. It's not a quick fix. It is something that will promote long-term results. And so the first step is to conduct in-depth keyword research. We say here a lot at SERPrecon that, keywords aren't enough anymore, and they aren't enough on their own, but keywords are still the foundation, and topical research, keyword research, are the foundation for a good SEO strategy and for building that topical authority. So in this step, you want to work with your clients to really understand their niche and their target audience or audiences. What are their key problems that their audience is facing? And what information are they actively seeking? And how are they wording it? Using a keyword research tool or a range of keyword research tools, use these to identify broad core topics, user intent, search volume, and keyword difficulty. Step 2, planning and creating pillar content. Pillar content is essentially creating hubs of content in which all other related content sort of revolves around. So think of it as hubs for ideas, a central foundational pieces of your content. Content pillars cover a broad topic focus, and so that's why in step 1 for keyword research and topical research, that involves identifying the broad topics in the industry. So you'll want to select pillar content that both aligns with your client and their target audience and has a high keyword volume and low difficulty. Your pillar page or pages on your website should be the most accurate, comprehensive resource on the web for that specific topic. The content on that page should be well written, well researched, and offer unique insights. Structure the content using headings, subheadings, bullets, bolding, different formatting techniques to really just make the information digestible. Once your pillar content is live, you want to start building out your supporting content clusters. And that takes us to step 3. Each piece of supporting content should focus on a specific subtopic or answering a specific question related to the main pillar topic. And you can use SERPrecon to help you do this because SERPrecon gives you NLP keyword suggestions and also has a full section based off the People Also Asked section on Google that gives you related search queries and related questions that your audience may also be searching for. And if you create content around this, you're essentially answering all of the possible related questions that your audience or your client's audience could be searching for. When creating this supporting content for the main content pillars, make sure you are experimenting with different content formats as opposed to just doing blog. Maybe do some videos, some infographics, case studies to really demonstrate your variety and expertise on the topic. Step 4, internal linking. Think about how the different pieces of content relate to each other and how a link to your pillar page might provide additional context or value for the reader. When you are internally linking, remember context and quality over quantity. Don't be just linking to your page everywhere on your website. Ensure there is contextual relevance when you're doing this. The same way you want to integrate keywords naturally, you also want to integrate those internal links back to your own information naturally. Step 5, you want to constantly be refining your approach to building topical authority because it is an ongoing process. So since it's an ongoing process, it requires continuous monitoring and refinement. And so some metrics you want to pay attention to help you decide how and when to refine it are organic traffic growth, bounce rate, conversions from organic traffic, and page views and time spent on page. There are more metrics you can pay attention to, and maybe there are some metrics that you pay attention to more for one client than the other, just based on their values and their business goals, but that is a good place to start. Based on performance data, analyze whether certain pillars are performing better than others, how we can make them better, if you should completely switch them out, maybe one is no longer relevant, or maybe one is performing really well, and you want to start pushing out more content on that and more in depth. I hope these tips have been helpful when it comes to building topical authority for your clients or overall proving the long-term value and ROI of SEO and topical authority. As you are building that topical authority for your clients, SERPrecon can be a very valuable tool to use, as it has many tools, like I mentioned, including the related searches and questions, NLP-driven insights, and more, like our content outline and AI overview optimizer. There's a lot to really help you build a robust web of content around those content pillars. But either way, I hope these strategies helped, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.